Okay, stream. We're good. We're good, I think. Chat seems to be up. No. Now I've got chat open. We're good. We're golden. Okay. Kitty hairs everywhere. Nice. What are we looking for? We are looking for Codecademy, right? Here we go. Day 20 out of the year of streaming and learning to code. Only 345 more days to go, which is awesome. This goes 3, 4, 5, so all the numbers are in order. They're consecutive. That makes me happy. Yeah, good. It's the little things in life. 75% of the way through JavaScript. Does this actually bring us into the course? Just refreshes the page. Yeah. I gotta work on that. Minimize that. What did we finish? We finished with arrays. Now we're diving into loops. Love loops. Follow your nose. Follow your nose. Is that how you're gonna do it? How are you gonna do it? Oh, I was thinking of doing it good, like an actor. No, Family Guy. It's an old episode. Well, it's got to be from one of the first 3 seasons. Brian and Toucan Sam auditioning. It's okay. Not important. What is important is this bit, 7 sections, and learning. One of a computer's greatest abilities is to repeat a task over and over so we don't have to. Loops let us tell the computer to loop over a block of code so that we don't have to write out the same process over and over. Loops are especially helpful when we have an array where we'd like to do something to each item in the array, like logging each item to the console. There are 2 kinds of loops we will learn in this lesson. 1, for loops, which let us loop a block of code a known amount of times. While loops, which let us loop a block of code an unknown amount of times. Sounds fascinating, right? Okay. Before we jump into writing a loop, let's write the result of a loop. We can better understand how loops work. Write an array and set it equal to a variable named vacation spots. Inside of this array, list 3 places you'd like to visit. I am already drawing a blank from yesterday's lesson. Did a variable? I think it was variable. Variable vacation spots, and there was a parentheses. Oh, this is so bad. There's no space. There was a parentheses, and you get like 3 different things. This is so unnerving. I did A, B. This doesn't feel right at all, guys. C. There's a lot of red as a missing semicolon, even though it doesn't, but that's okay. So we're gonna do a hint. You can access an item in an array like this, vacation spots 0. God, this is so bad. I don't remember anything from yesterday. Vacation. Well, no, that's not true. I do remember stuff from yesterday. I just only remember like 34 to 28% of yesterday's lesson, which is not even close to failing. So there's that. Zero? Why is it all bad? Expected in assignment or function. What if I change it to equals? Okay, alright. Semicolon? No? Fuck. What's up? Where is the beef? Expected an assignment or function call, and instead saw an expression. You bastard. Console.log? Okay, the red has left. Still feels off, but we're just gonna go for it. I was gonna say if that worked, holy hell, but it didn't, so we don't have to worry about that. Oops, the test returned an error. Maybe you have a syntax error, or a typo, see full error. Oh, ooh, no. Actually, I didn't even know they had this. This could be rather handy. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I feel like if I did know what I was looking at, it would be handy. Object load. Giggity. Let's bury that. And let's just keep running this till it says you suck. Till it says I suck, and then we'll just get the code. Maybe as a friendly reminder. Proper syntax. That 3 or 4 failures, it should pop up. Get code. Where are we going wrong? No, we don't want all 3. We're still going to go through. Okay, so we had vacation spots equals. Oh, it was that we I didn't need the parentheses. Typical. Those curvy bastards. Paris, New York, Barcelona. Console log 0, 1, 2. Okay, so the console log I had correctly formatted. It was just the this bit due to the whatchamacallits brackets. Way cool. So what did they want? 2 next console log each item and vacation spot on a separate line. 1, 2, 3. Nice work. That wasn't too hard, but imagine if our vacation list had 100 places on it. This would be an extremely tedious task. Don't you agree, little cat? Make this easier with a for loop. Cool. Go back. We didn't actually run it. Run it. There we go. Paris, New York, Barcelona. Next. So, instead of writing out the same code over and over, make the computer loop through our array for us. We can do this with for loops. The syntax looks like this. Variable animals, blah, 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 same as Paris, New York, and Barcelona. For variable I equals 0. I is less than animal's length I plus plus. So that's 1. Because it's 0 index. So grizzly I plus plus. I wonder what the plus plus means. Let's find out. Okay, since little cat, lay off. Oh my god, lay off the drugs. He's playing with her little catnip. Time to loop. I is typically the letter used as a placeholder for iterator. Plus plus. Oh, so the plus plus increases by 1. Fascinating. Way cool. Thank you. Alright, so, where'd we leave off before little kitty freaked out with her catnip meows or meows? It's late. Let's continue on. Since the syntax is a little complicated, let's break it into 4 parts. 1. Within the for loop parentheses, the start condition is variable I equals 0, which means the loop will start counting at 0. The stop condition is I, animals.length, which means the loop will run as long as I is less than the length of the animal's array. When I is greater than the length of the animal's array, the loop will stop. That's clever. The iterator is I plus plus. This means that each loop, I, will have 1 added to it. Finally, the code block is inside the curly braces. The block will run each loop until the loop stops. Way cool. The secret to the loop is that I, the variable we created inside the for loops parentheses, is always equal to a number. To be more clear, the first loop, I, will equal 0. The second loop, I will equal 1. The third loop, I will equal 2. This makes it possible to write animals 0, 1, and 2 programmatically instead of by hand. We can write a for loop, little kitty. I swear to God, you better take that mouse into the hall before I beat you with it. We can write a for loop and replace the hard-coded number with the variable I like this, animals parentheses or brackets I. Okay, let's do this. Time to get loopy. Okay, let's replace your current code with a loop. Write a for loop that loops through your vacation spots array. Inside the block of the for loops, use the console log to print each item. Well, that should be, if I'm not mistaken, do we just wait? No, we have to set it up. I was just going to drop an I in there and just pretend everything was okay. We're going to take the bit of code they have for us and manipulate. Skull, what are you saying? Brackets first braces. Yes. Yeah, good times. Awesome. Okay, so we are going to take, and console log will be below, but you know what, we're gonna end up killing that one anyways. We're gonna put in the info we need. So variable is I, and we're gonna have vacation spots dot length. Vacation spots dot length I plus plus. We're gonna take you, copy, drop that in there. And let's ditch this. There we go. Ruh-roh. Oh, that, right. Better? Worse. Skull. Your code snippet needs a closing brace, but we added the closing brace. Oh God. Does it? Hold on. This seems odd. Very bottom line by itself. Okay, past the console. You thinking, oh, yeah, I didn't copy it. You're right. Look at that. Bottom line all the way to the left. What was I thinking? Did you write the condition for the loops parentheses like in the example? Kind of. I copy and pasted. You've got 4 zeros. I. This looks identical to that. Minus the examples, of course. Wait, why does this not like... Get code? What did they change? I wonder if I can do Control-Z. No, can't see it. Death. Well, that worked there. Let's replace, way to go. Ah, you know what? It was me. I had all the, whatchamacallit. I had all of this up here. I think I had a green checkbox for the first activity, and it gave me the error for the second box, because I needed to do this, the I would visit section, which is what changed. So we did have this 1, and we got 2. We're going to the next one. Crisis averted. Okay. Don't mind me. Do. 25-second delay. All right, crises averted. Okay. What are we on to now? If we make a for loop run forwards through an array, we can make it run backwards through it. Can we make it run backwards through it? Of course. We can make our loop run backwards by modifying the start-stop iterator conditions. To do this, we'll need to edit the code between the for loops parentheses. 1. Start condition should set I to the length of the array. 2. The stop condition should end with I is 0. The iterator should subtract 1 each time, which is done I minus minus. So it's the same thing, but subtracting. Okay. We need to make 3 changes for our loop. Edit the start condition. Variable I equals 0. Got it. To set I equal to the length of vacation spots array. Oh god. What now? Okay, that's what I thought they were saying. Vacation length. Copy. Paste. Yeah, no, it was exactly webcam. Minor crises. All good though. For the black, because I think it's like a 20-second delay. So when I see your chat message, it's 20 seconds in the past, in the future, one of those. One of those. Okay, so we're good. We're good. At least for there. We've got this spot, the vacation length, and then what were they saying? Set I equal to vacation length. Then set the stop condition. I less than vacation spots dot length, which we already have. When the stop length is great. Oh, we're changing this guy to 0. Fascinating. So they're trading places. All right. So the 0 and vacation spots have traded places. Good, good. We haven't burnt down the city yet. This is nice. Finally, change plus plus to minus minus to subtract. Will do. Okay, good, good. We're going to run this. Did you make the stop condition less than equal to 0? I don't think so, because stop condition. Oh, that's what you were saying. I equals 0. So I equals 0. Run. Maybe. Death. No, not in the console log. I wonder if they'll move onto while loops after this. Possibly. I have no idea. Oh, yes, actually, I do know that. They will move on to while loops after this. We're just being introduced to for loops now. Not in the console log. Okay. So, not in the console log. We're going to get rid of that. Your I. Is it... We need to make 3 changes. Edit the start condition. Variable I equals 0. Set it to I. Or to set... Whoa. Edit the start condition, which was I equals 0. To set I equal to the length of the vacation spots, which is what we did. Then set the stop condition. I was greater than the vacation stops. Stop when I is greater than or equal to 0. Oh, that's where I'm changing it. When it's greater than or equal to 0. Ta-da! Awesome. Start condition is fine. Way cool. Thank you, Skull. Your guidance is appreciated. This is only day 20 for me into the brave new world of coding. I have no idea what's going on. It's fascinating, but I'm clueless. Okay, so 2. Hey, little kitty. Please don't step on the keyboard. Yeah. Liking the scratches? Good. Good. How about you move, because I can't see the monitor, right? Awesome. Awesome. Glad we both agreed. No. My apologies for the feline. Yep, you're moving the mic. No, and you're stepping on things. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. Hey, what's that? Go get that. Good. Yes, kitty. She's We'll call her interesting, to say the least. Okay, equally interesting. Step 2. Great, nice work. Except we printed. I would love to visit undefined. Yeah, I see that now. Why did this happen? It's because the length of vacation spots is 3, and vacation spots has items in its array at position 0, 1, and 2. Since JavaScript starts from 0, make the start condition the length of the vacation spot array minus 1. Yeah, I kind of follow, but we're just going to look at their hint. Modify the start condition. vi equals minus 1. So we just tack on minus 1. There we go. And run it. Look at that. Look at that. Nice work. Remember, for all for loops have 3 conditions. Start, stop, and iterate. We can edit all 3. Okay, so for loops, we've got start, stop, and iteration, I think? No, that's the console log. Start, stop, and then the iteration, plus or minus. Good, okay. All length. Yeah, length is a normal number, but position in an array always starts with 0. I minus minus equals is the iteration. Yes. Good. Okay, that makes sense. 5 of 7 sections, so we're doing good. We're almost through this. Let's say that you and a friend would like to go on a vacation together. You've both made arrays of your favorite places, and you want to compare to see if any places match. This is a job for loops. The big idea is that we can run a for loop inside another for loop to compare the items in 2 arrays. Every time the outer for loop runs once, the inner for loop will run completely. With 2 for loops, we can check to see if any of the vacation spots match on your friend's list. Okay. We're getting more adventurous. 1. We're going to write this program from scratch. Start out by writing a variable. See, look, they've got all these damn grammatical things which trip me up. That should be a big fat A, but it's an and, damn it. It's an and. I digress. Moving on. We're going to write this program from scratch. Start out by writing a variable named my places and set it equal to an array with 3 places you'd like to visit. Okay. Oh, and they did all this lovely work for us. Wait a minute. Start out by writing a variable named myPlace, which we have, and set it equal to an array with 3 places you'd like to visit. That's an array. What happened to the Paris examples? All they had, we're gonna do, what are we gonna do? Hold on. Let's do a little, if you can contain little kitty, she's been attacking. Basically changing the numbers. Yes. Okay, so, good. We're changing the numbers. We're gonna do, I like the places they had before. Paris, Hawaii, and, we're gonna do North Korea. zero interest in going to North Korea. Why is it flagged? Do they not like Korea? They're fine with North. Maybe it's South Korea? It was the space? We're not going to do Korea. Put places in quotes. Okay, I was like, wow, they're very sensitive about the geographical locations of this. Okay, North Korea. Quotes. Quote. Oh, damn. Their single double quote thing. They have it coded so when you hit the quote key that it spits out 2, not 1. It's brutal. My friend is in Korea now visiting. Oh, that's fun. Spaces. You can have a space, but they need to be enclosed in quotes. Text is quotes without numbers because it's a string. Noted. All handy tips. I need to remember all of these. The syntaxes. We'll go with immense. Okay, so what now? Did we get number 1? Did we did, oh, and friends places. We're gonna do, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do Germany. Add the word you want to quote, then hit the quote key. It will, oh. Are you kidding me? So I can click on Germany and hit quotes? Oh, maybe I did it wrong. Well, if I highlight it. Hot damn, that's incredible. Thank you for that. Fascinating. You guys are so clever. Okay, so we ended up in Germany somehow. I don't know. Where else do we go? This shouldn't be that difficult. We can do Vegas. And then, oddly enough, North Korea again. Who knew? You know? High tourist season this time of year, apparently. North Korea. I know. We'll highlight it. There's that. It's gonna work for both. Does. That is so interesting. Okay, we're running. Just a green checkbox for one. Now make another variable named friends place and set, oh my god, why did they do? Oh, it's because they had all of this in here already. I know I'm probably supposed to swap out the stuff like we did, but I'm still going to read through the instructions. Russia. Ooh, Iceland. That would have been a good one. Africa. Too many bugs that are bigger than me in Africa. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. Okay, so what did they have to say anyways? Let's see where the story goes. So at first they had us, you're going to write the program from scratch, start out by writing a variable, name my places, set it equal to an array with 3 places you'd like to visit. 2, now make another variable named friends places, set it equal to an array with 3 places a friend might like to go. Make sure that at least one of these places is the same as your my places, which was North Korea. 3, write a for loop that iterates through each item in my place and logs out each place, which I believe these cover. 4, you logged all of your places. Now inside of your existing for loop, write another for loop that loops over the friends places this time. instead of using I as the variable, use J so we don't overwrite anything. And that's where this guy is coming into play. The just I haven't done a... Did you do the Justin Bieber example yet? No. Does Bieber teach coding? No, I have not encountered a Justin Bieber prompt yet. At least within Codecademy. Where'd we leave off? So, J, character J entered the story. Look what printed to the console. Your first place printed. Paris. Then all three of your friends. Germany, Vegas, North Korea. Then your second place, then's your friend's place again, and then one more time, Hawaii, Germany, Vegas, North Korea, and then my third place, and then the friends list again. Okay. The purpose of the program is to see what you and your friends have in common. Let's utilize the equals, equals, equals. Is there a name for that thing? I keep reading it as 3 equals. Perhaps not. Comparison with an if-else statement. I know it's tied to an if-else statement, but this bit had a specific name. Inside the second for loop block, write an if-else statement that checks my places is set equal to friends, J. If it is, log to the console of the places, and it spits out that match, which was there. Cool. On to the next one. 6 of 7. We are slowly nearing the end. Forgot which lesson it was. I think it was one that prompts window alerts. J is typically the second iterator variable if I is already taken. Here's the cheesy code for it. Made me crack up. Console log. Your Justin Bieber concert. You hear his lyric. Lace my shoes off. Start racing. Suddenly Bieber stops and says, "Who wants to race me?" Jesus. Strict equality comparison. Thank God. Okay, so that's what it is. Although, strict equality comparison doesn't sound much better than me saying equals, equals, equals. So, that's okay. That is okay. Where we left off here. The beginning of page 6. Awesome job. Kind of. For loops are great, but they have a limitation. You have to know how many times you want the loop to return, or you want the loop to run. If you want a loop to run an unknown or variable number of times instead, for example, if we have a deck of cards and we want to flip cards, loop a card flipping function until we get a spade, how could we write that in JavaScript? That's the purpose of the while loop. It looks similar to a for loop. Check it out. While condition, code block that loops until condition is false. The loop begins with the keyword while. 2, inside the parentheses, we can insert a condition as long as the variable evaluates to true, the block of code will loop. 3, inside the code block, we can write any code we'd like to loop. Okay. Alright. Stream freeze or just me freezing death? Still frosty? Or is it better now? We'll see. Well, that's one confirmed better now. Alright. Onwards for now. Way cool. Okay. Onwards ho. Where do we leave off? 1. Let's write a program that can flip cards until we get a spade. It has everything in place. Don't mind me. I'm going to clear that for now. Set that in like a notepad or something. Because if I run the code, or if I run it with all that code in there, it's just going to complete the whole exercise for me again. Like it did in the last section. Which certainly saves time, but kind of defeats the purpose. Okay, let's write a program that flips cards until we get a spade. Start by creating a variable named cards and set it equal to this array. So, we're going to do variable cards, and we're just going to take this. Copy, variable, cards, equals, blah. Schmacklin, run. Awesome. Green checkbox, well deserved. 2. Right under the array, create a variable named current card and set it equal to heart. This variable will hold the name of the card we just flipped. We're using heart as the first card. Okay, variable current card equals heart. Variable current card equals, was it heart? Is that, no those, no parentheses. Okay, run. Fingers crossed. Okay, the village isn't on fire yet. So far, so good. I would recommend installing Atom Code Editor if you haven't already. Good for storing code snippets or coding once you're done with Codecademy stuff. Good to know. Okay. Alright, let's do 3. Let's utilize a while loop to do 2 things. If the current card is not a spade, then add a console log to print the value of the current card, then create a random number, 0 to 3. Put it in a variable named random number, then use the random number to reassign the current card to a new card from the card's arrays. Okay, the while loop could look like this. While loop, current card, spade, random, math, floor, current card. We're just gonna take all that because there's no way in hell I'm gonna figure that out. So run. Maybe. Okay, green checkbox. Nice, nice. And lastly, 4. Most. Getting sidetracked. Okay. 4. Outside the while loop, on the last line of the program, use the console log to log the program found a spade. Run the code a few times to see the output changing. You can see the while loop guessing a card, then see if it is a spade over and over until it finds one. Interesting. So we're going to do console log found a spade. Console.log found a spade. Equals, or not equals, semicolon, run. Huh. Neat. Okay, and 7 of 7. That brings us to the end. Awesome. Great job. In this unit, we learned how to write less repetitive code with loops. For loops allow us to repeat a block of code a known amount of times. We can use a for loop inside another for loop to compare two lists, while loops are for looping over a code block an unknown amount of times. At this point, you've learned the foundational concepts of JavaScript. Now we are going to apply them to the web with a JavaScript library called jQuery. All right. Well, we're going to take a peek up next, JavaScript in the DOM, enhance HTML and CSS with JavaScript and jQuery, a library for JavaScript. Start lesson. The stream is basically over for now. I'm just going to read this tidbit and then close out. But thank you again, Skull and Critical, both for your help and assistance. Truly appreciate it. All right, we're at the beginning of this course, we mentioned that JavaScript is the most widely used language on the web. So how can we use JavaScript on a website? That is a fantastic question, which we will find out tomorrow. Day 21 for my year of streaming and learning to code. I'm now 87% of the way through the Learn JavaScript course on Codecademy. 192 points deep, whatever that means to them. 30 badges. I really do need to reach out to them, because that should say 20. We've got all 20 days documented here on Twitch live, so either way. But yeah, that's that. Good times. Thank you guys again. Have a good night. And I'll be here for the rest of the year at some point. Little cat, you want to say bye? No? All right. Perhaps another time. Killing the stream.